Yes, I have pet rats. Deal with it.
How's it going, guys? My name is Alpha Alec. I'm bringing you this video on Valentine's Day, basically because I have nothing better to do, but also throughout these past couple of weeks and hell, even months, I've been kind of considering this topic of what is love actually. So I went to a Catholic school growing up, and I was always taught in religion class that there are 4 types of love. This comes from the Greek, and they're all basically affiliated with different type of like interactions between people. So the first love I have for you guys is storge. That's basically what love you would have between your family. So it's basically how you would love your mom or your brother, and that's basically all there is to it. It's nothing more than that. It's not really a love you choose to do, but it's more of like because I'm related to them. It's hard to describe, but that's what it is. There's philia, which is basically love that comes from a strong friendship. So someone close to you, you come to love them as a person, and it's not like anything more than that. Basically, you just love them as a person, you love being in their company. And then there's also, there's eros, this is a typical love that people think about when it comes to Valentine's Day. This is your romantic love. So it's between like you and your significant other, your lover, is actually where the word erotic comes from. And then the fourth type of love, I believe, is, this was really stressed in Catholic school, agape, which is unconditional love. Basically means whatever God you believe in, especially in Christianity, it's what God would give to you. It's unconditional love, it's unwavering. No matter what you do, God is always going to love you, and that's the type of love that's really stressed in those type of religions. And those are at least the types of love between people. I know there's 4 main ones, but depending on who you ask, there could be up to 8, so I don't know any more about that topic. But people have a passion for and love all sorts of things, video games, food, sports, you name it. But the typical person, at least a normal person, isn't going to like a pizza or love a pizza or, I don't know, basketball the same way that they love their lover. And if you do, hey, it's 2020. I don't judge. But love in intelligent, rational thinking creatures like people tends to be very complicated. So I'm gonna give you my 2 thoughts on it, and no, I'm not gonna talk to you like Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
I hate to break it to you, but what people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades, leaving you stranded in a failing marriage.
The love that I'm actually going to focus on this Valentine's Day video is actually going to be eros, which is the romantic love. Seeing how it's fitting for the holiday, I think it'd be most appropriate to talk about that. So, especially around today, most people would think of love being, fondling, making out, kissing, having sex, that type of stuff, really intimate things. While physical attraction is important in any relationship, this type of love can be mistaken for lust quite easily. And kind of the way I think about it is you just can't bang your way into a relationship. You have to really trust and feel the person. It takes dedication and time. And the way I see it, true love between people is the strongest bond possible. It's like what you would have, like the best of friendships basically. And you really had to feel strongly for this person. You need that emotional bond, otherwise it's just superficial in my opinion. And you gotta be there for them. You gotta take your wins with your losses. You gotta be there through the good times and the bad times as well, through the joys and tears. And you gotta be in it for the long haul basically, and get to know them for who they really are, and ideally love them for who they are. So basically the way I see it is that you want to have enough chemistry so that you complement each other and that you can get along, but also be different enough so that you're not bored of the relationship and that you can learn a thing or two from it, because it is a journey, as corny as that sounds. And marriage and any other long-term relationship is, long-term. So if you're stuck with the wrong person, then there's not much you can do about that. So the last thing I want to say about this video, that if you're alone this Valentine's Day, it sounds like a cliche, and don't feel so bad on yourself, but you gotta learn to love yourself. Because if you don't learn to love yourself, then, no one's gonna love you for you. And that's basically as blunt as I can put it. Long-lasting relationships take time, and often aren't easy to come by or even maintain once you do find someone that you start to date. Even the two of you get along excellently and that you feel that you could have a future with this person, all it takes is knowledge of a lifestyle difference or some difference in opinion, and that could drastically change if you really want to spend your future with this person. And that's perfectly okay, you know? And if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're certainly not going to feel comfortable with someone papering over the cracks. So don't do that. It's just a band-aid over the wound. It's not going to last very long. You got to learn to love yourself first before you want to jump into any sort of relationship. And even if you are confident with yourself and you ask someone out and you get rejected and you just feel really bad about it, don't be, because at the end of the day, you're going to have a crappy day. You're going to get to go home and cry into your pillow, eat ice cream, drink beer, or whatever, but you're gonna wake up in the morning, and the reality is there are so many fish in the sea. God, that sounds corny, but there's, 7 billion people, and say half of these people are dateable. They're your age or around your age, and they're of your preferred gender. So even if you do get rejected, it's not a big deal. I had this problem growing up where I couldn't take it at all, but you know, I'm getting older, so I'm starting to see things differently. And at the end of the day, when you get rejected, you learn one or two things. You learn why you don't want to date this person in the end, or you want to learn how to improve yourself so you can help your situation better in the future. So I hope you like that type of video. It's certainly different, and I don't know what I'm going to do about the commentary if I continue doing it. But if you like it, certainly you can leave a comment, subscribe, and like this video.